temperature is really hot. It feels like it's 100 degrees.
It's getting a little bit worse now because of climate change.
Know your limits. Don't underestimate the river and overestimate your abilities.
That's just a snapshot of what we're hearing from people across the Portland metro area on this 4th of July. People definitely out celebrating and trying to stay cool with temperatures already toasty out there, but they are set to shoot into the triple digits soon.
A very happy 4th, everyone. David Molko here along with Christine Pitawanich as we take a look at Cannon Beach right now. The beach in the 70s, the Dalles, by the way, in the gorge, much of that in the mid to upper 90s. That brings us to a weather impact alert now in effect, and team coverage from cooling centers to water safety to how to keep that AC working efficiently.
Absolutely. And let's start off with Chief Meteorologist Matt Safino here with a look at the latest temps. And gosh, Matt, how long we're expecting all this heat to last?
And that is going to be the thing that I think is really remembered most about this heat wave is how long that'll last. By the way, happy 4th of July to everybody out there. All right, look at this. This is our 7-day forecast, and what we started doing on Monday, just happened to coincide with this heat wave, is we are calling certain days weather impact alert days. Those are days that are at the very least inconvenient because of the weather and at the worst downright dangerous, which is where we're trending with this forecast. And what we'll do on the days that are weather impact alert days is we will color them red. 5 of the next 7 days are red. I was really hoping to avoid making the entire 7-day forecast red, and I think we'll be able to do that, but not by a lot. Tomorrow, 100 degrees. Saturday, 103. I think the heat will peak on Sunday at 105. Monday, 102. Tuesday is now up to 100 degrees as well. So the heat wave length has been extended. That means it's going to be an even longer period, obviously, of very hot weather. Then finally below 95 on Wednesday and Thursday. But every single day in this forecast is 90 degrees or longer. Now, the longest stretch of consecutive 100-degree days that Portland has ever had is 5. So if this forecast all verifies, we will tie the record for the longest number of consecutive days at 100 degrees or better here in the Rose City. Hence, that's why I'm saying I think this heat wave will be remembered more for its duration than for its exact intensity. Not that 105 isn't hot. Obviously it is. We hit 108 last August, though, for a day. So again, this is going to be a long one for us for sure. We're at 91 degrees in Portland right now. Humidity at 21%. So yes, it is a dry heat and that helps. But when we start seeing temperatures stay over 100 degrees, especially this time of year right after solstice when the nights are at their shortest of the year, we just don't have a lot of time to cool off. So the nights are going to be hot as well. In the Dalles, it's 96, humidity at 13%. And we've lost that cooling onshore flow that the Dalles is so famous for when we get good winds coming in from the west, right? We're running a good 10, 11 degrees warmer than we were at this time yesterday. We look around the state and that's pretty much the same story, except at Brookings, which is 21 degrees cooler because yesterday they were 99. So back to more typical coastal temperatures on the south coast. So the excessive heat warning continues for the Portland area, all of the western valleys, heat advisory in the Cascades, fire weather warnings rather, down in southern Oregon too. Okay, so today through Tuesday, the hottest part of this forecast. It's all excessively hot and you just need to stay hydrated, keep that water bottle handy, and try to avoid strenuous activity if at all possible. Guys?
Yeah, good tips, and gosh, we are in for it. Thank you, Matt. Hey, let's talk more about Multnomah County's state of emergency now with our Evan Watson, who's live at Portland Covenant Church on Northeast MLK. So, Evan, that is one of several cooling centers set to open up tomorrow.
Yeah, Christine, this church is going to open up starting at noon tomorrow to anyone in the public who needs a cool spot or some food and drink, as they have here. Now, I want to note as well that when we get hot weather like this, a lot of people focus on the people who are outside, living outside, spending a lot of their days outside, and for good reason. However, if you look back at the heat dome from 2021, for example, a majority of the people who died in that situation were inside, over 60 years old, and without air conditioning. So it shows the need for cooling spots like this one across all situations.
Just stay home and kick the AC on and just hang out with family.
Stay cool and drink water, eat popsicles.
In Northeast Portland, people are planning for a hot weekend. Well, most people are. Alvin Cannell says he's built different.
I'm just cool.
He lives near the Portland Covenant Church on Northeast MLK, one of Multnomah County's cooling centers that will open from noon to 10 p.m. starting on Friday.
Been here all my life.
But Alvin admits he has AC at home, knows to stay hydrated and stay out of direct sunlight for too long.
It's getting a little bit worse now because of climate change.
Multnomah County plans to open 3 cooling centers on the city's east side. One is near the airport and another one is in Gresham. They're staffed by government and nonprofit workers, offering food and water to anyone who needs it.
It's good because it gives you somewhere to go.
TriMet will give free rides to cooling centers. Outreach workers have spent the week warning people about the heat wave, offering help and resources. Dr. Caroline King, physician with Kaiser Permanente, says the heat is serious. Heat exhaustion can escalate to heat stroke when your body can no longer regulate its own temperature.
If you're not feeling well and you've been outside for a long time, you really need to seek a cool area, drink lots of fluids, not necessarily just water. You want to replenish your hydration with water, but also electrolytes.
A warning for everyone to check on their neighbors, especially those who don't have AC, and make a plan to stay cool.
It's too hot. I mean, go out after, either do your stuff early in the day or late in the day if you can, or not even go out.
Public libraries are another option for people looking for a cool spot. Washington County has 2 Beaverton city libraries that are going to operate as cooling centers starting tomorrow. And in addition to that, Clackamas County has a list of more than 20 places on its county website that will be cooling spots as well. Back to you.
Yeah, it's good to have options. Thank you, Evan. Speaking of keeping cool, let's get to environmental reporter Cale Williams in the newsroom, digging into the best ways to use your AC, if you have one, to keep costs and the temperature down. Cale?
Yeah, David, we're all going to be looking for any way to stay cool over the next few days, and blasting the AC is probably at the top of the list for a lot of folks. But just cranking that thing up to 11 isn't always the best option.
Yeah.
Anthony Jeffries is an energy counselor with Clark Public Utilities in Vancouver. And he's seen a lot of people making mistakes with their air conditioners.
Yeah. They're going to these extremes of having their home be way too warm and then trying to bring it down too fast.
Jeffries said that instead of using your AC to fight the brutal heat outside, people should be looking to use nature to help them cool their homes.
So that means that in the morning, we could open windows up, have that kind of heat escape out of the house, have that cool come in. That'll offset how much that air conditioner has to work later on that day.
Most AC systems generally can't cool a home much more than 20 degrees below the outside temperature. So if it's 102 outside and your thermostat is at 65, all you're doing is wasting energy and driving up your utility bills.
I mean, if we're pushing past that 20-degree difference in temperature from outside to inside, your AC is not going to bring it there.
Now, if you don't have AC, you want to keep your shades down during the hottest part of the day and try to hold on to that cold air as much as you can.
Treating it like a cooler, essentially. You don't want to open the lid over and over and let all that out.
Now, it's also important to avoid doing anything that will create excess heat in your home. That means not using the oven or the dishwasher or even doing laundry during the hottest parts of the day. We've got a ton more tips on how you can stay cool and safe up right now on KGW.com. Guys?
I did not know about that 20-degree thing. That's really interesting. Thank you, Cale. Of course, another option to cool down, take a dip in a river or a lake.
Yeah, absolutely. Our Sydney Dorner is live right now at Glen Otto Park in Troutdale. And Sydney, rescue crews want people to be extra careful this weekend.
Exactly, Christine. The AMR River Rescue Team says they are not taking any chances this summer, with at least 2 lifeguards stationed here at Glen Otto Park in Troutdale and also at High Rocks Park in Gladstone throughout the weekend, reminding people to stay safe and have fun. The Portland metro area is gearing up for a hot 4th of July weekend. AMR River Rescue Team says warmer weather means higher water levels, unexpected debris, and fast currents. But while the temperatures are hot, the water can still be very cold.
And cold temperatures can be really dangerous. They can send you into cold shock and affect your motor function if you're getting in, especially at the peak of the day when the water hasn't reached its max level and then the temperature is really hot. That difference in air and water temperature can be a big shock on the body, and we just want to make sure people are aware of that and staying safe.
In order to keep people safe, the AMR River Rescue Team will be at Glen Otto and High Rocks Park this holiday weekend and throughout the summer. But no matter which waterway you choose, they're urging people to remember:
stay hydrated. The weather is going to be hot coming up, and monitor your alcohol intake. Water and alcohol do not mix well. Even the best swimmers can be affected by that. And know your limits. Don't underestimate the river and overestimate your abilities.
We spoke to people who say they are ready to have fun, but will be mindful when getting into the water.
We're okay swimmers.
I think I'm an average swimmer with a healthy respect for fast water, and we'll be safe about it.
If you don't know how to swim, then stay out of the water. Or at least just dip your toes in.
AMR River Rescue Team will also have life jackets you can rent free of charge and recommends anyone who plans to go into the water to use one, especially the little ones.
And just letting your kids, go too far out always is important for us, especially our 2-year-old. He likes to just throw the rocks. He'll throw the rocks for hours, and he'll wander too far, but you got to keep an eye on him.
Now, the AMR River Rescue Team says they were able to help over 70 people last summer with no drownings and are hoping to do the same thing this summer. Sydney Dorner, KGW News, back to you.
Hey, good to see lots of folks behind you staying safe. Thank you, Sydney. All right, speaking of busy, let's go live to Portland's Waterfront now, where the Blues Festival kicked off today.
Yeah, that event, a staple now for more than 3 decades. Alma McCarty out there having a little fun. Alma, what you up to?
Hey, Christine, David. Yeah, definitely a lot of fun out here, and there are lots and lots of people who are planning on coming down here to have the fun too. 50,000 plus, I am told, which is more than last year, which is just really exciting. This is the very first day of the longest running and the largest music festival within the city of Portland. We've seen a lot of folks out here just having a really nice time, especially down on the dance floor, which is further down from where I'm standing now. Now, this festival brings local legends and musicians from around the world to perform blues, soul, funk, R&B, bluegrass, you name it. Tonight, since it is the 4th of July, the festival will feature a fireworks show over the Willamette River at the end of the night. But before we get to all of that, there is a lot to enjoy during the day, of course, from food and vendors to the 4 different stages and shows. Now, just because there is a heat wave, this is, going to be one of the cooler days of the weekend. Organizers have made some accommodations, from misting stations to places to refill your water bottle, shady spots, and updated umbrella policies so that guests can bring in personal-sized umbrellas. And if it does get too hot here, there is a chill center across the street at the Marriott. But so far, a lot of people are just, they're enjoying it. They are not afraid of the heat. Now, let's talk fireworks. The fireworks here at the waterfront are scheduled to start around 10 o'clock tonight. We are told that there are great views from the Hawthorne Bridge or even the East Bank Esplanade. There are also a few more spots that you can catch professional shows. You'll definitely want to do that. In the Gorge, there is a show at Lewis and Clark Festival Park in the Dalles, and on the coast, Seaside, we'll have a celebration on the beach. You can find a full list of fireworks shows right now on KGW.com. And just a reminder for folks, I know we keep saying it again and again, but if you're going to be outside and in the heat, you want to be hydrated, you want to stay cool, and of course, just be safe on this 4th of July. David, Christine, back to you.
Yeah, whoever thought we'd be calling the 90s cool given what is headed our way next. Thank you, Alma.